He's on the show Rules of Engagement, which is on Monday nights on CBS. That's right. He's like, no. I'm like, Take a look at this.
Listen, I need you to do something for me.
Ah, yes. The phrase that has launched some of the worst days of my life. What do you need, sir?
Listen, I had a one-night stand, left my phone there. Need you to go grab it.
Well, that should only take a minute. Something I'm sure she's used to by now.
Here's the address. It's on a little table by the front door.
Right. So, what's the young lady's name? Stupid question.
Please welcome Adhir Kalyan, everybody. Adhir Kalyan. Excellent pointing. Do you do a lot of pointing in your life?
On a day-to-day basis, I try to start off each day and end off each day with a solid point.
Good for you.
Thank you.
That's very nice. I can't help but point at your lovely sweater.
Thank you so very much.
It's awesome.
Thank you very much. I mean, I see you suited up every evening. I thought I'd make at least a little bit of an effort.
This is just old Bob Barker stuff that's lying around. This is nice. Now, your accent, is that a British accent?
I was born and raised in South Africa, but the accent at this point is predominantly British. But I'll tell you what, Craig, if you want me to do Leo DiCaprio and Blood Diamond, I can do that all day, all day long.
Wow,
Yeah.
hey, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Absolutely, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What part of South Africa are you from?
Born and raised in Durban, South Africa, on the East Coast.
Right.
Do you know it at all?
No.
No.
I've never been to South Africa. I've heard it's a very beautiful country.
Yes, it is. It's a really, remarkable part of the world. I believe I'm your second South African guest.
Yes, Bishop Desmond Tutu was here. He said that. You probably heard of him.
Yes, the Nobel Peace Prize winning, world-renowned humanitarian.
Yeah, genius.
And I've got to follow that. It doesn't end well for me, does it?
No, it's fine. Look, he may be all these things, but he's not on a show with David Spade, is he?
This is true. This is true.
Yeah. So,
yes,
take that, Bishop Desmond Tutu.
Indeed. I mean, in fairness, though, God has been kind and blessed him by not having to work with David Spade on a day-to-day basis.
Well, I was coming to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Traumatic experience.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
How come you've got a British accent then? Do you move to Britain after South Africa?
I did. I moved from South Africa, worked in England, and then made my way out here to Los Angeles. But even my articulation teachers in South Africa, they were British. So from a very early age, I learned to sort of speak under their training. And
you had articulation teachers?
Articulation teachers, yes.
What on earth is that? Did you go to a very fancy, posh school?
I may or may not have attended fancy posh schools.
I see. So you have a fantastic, expensive education and you're squandering your life acting.
In a word, yes.
Yes, I understand that. Well, why not? So you were taught by English people there, and then what part of England did you live in? You live in London?
I lived in North London, yes.
I lived in North London.
No,
there you are.
There we go.
I lived in Islington. Were you in Islington?
I lived in and around Finsbury Park.
Finsbury Park?
There we go.
I went and saw the Pogues playing in Finsbury Park. Did you ever go see the Pogues playing?
No.
Irish band.
No, I didn't, I'm afraid. No. Pogues?
Pogues? You never saw the Pogues?
I didn't. I never saw them, I'm afraid. Sorry.
What the hell is wrong with you, man?
All right, okay. Craig, I feel as though you're coming at me a little strong right now. It's a little aggressive.
All right, you're right. That was too much. It was too much. And so you worked your way across here?
Yes, my time in London was a wonderful time in my life, but at the same time it was a very challenging a couple of years I spent there, very much this hand-to-mouth existence. And in my second year there, the script arrived on my agent's desk for a show called Aliens in America.
Oh, yes.
And
you were in that?
Show, exactly.
Oh, this is, I'm getting it now. Yeah.
So let's just skip to the end of the story because you've already told everyone I got that role on that show. And it's what brought me across to the States, and now I live here in Los Angeles, and I'm having the most extraordinary time of it.
Got a girlfriend here? Boyfriend? Pet? You don't have a pet?
No pet policy in my apartment, you see.
You get a hamster, they'd never know.
This is true. This is true. But I mean, you know, they're in such quiet desperation already. I don't know if I could.
Yes, that's true.
Guide them through that.
You don't want a needy hamster waiting for you when you get home.
This is true.
Hey,
Yes.
how about, given that you're a proper actor, grown up, can do things, how about have a nice awkward pause? Want to do an awkward pause? I only extend it to the best actors.
Well, that's very generous of you,
Yeah.
and I feel as though my answer should be yes.
But it's not going to be, I think.
No. Oh no. Yes yes is my answer to you right now. Yes.
Have we started the awkward?
I think we have. You see? I just wanted us to really feel the awkwardness before we could really embrace the awkwardness.
You impressed me a great deal, you know. They did tell me one day someone will come here who will understand awkwardness even better than you.
And I ask you loud and I ask you clear, has that day arrived?
I knew there would come a time when I would have to hand over the snake mug. But that time has not arrived.
Welcome back. My next guest is on the Rules of Engagement show, which is on Mondays on CBS. Take a look at this.
Now, this is the itinerary for your trip to Miami.
Going to Miami, what is it? The annual running of the skanks?
No, it's fall. The skanks are in Capistrano. It's actually a business trip. Timmy, you want to go along?
Really? What's the catch?
No catch, duty. In or out?
Sorry, I just keep waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I suspect it will be a children's size 4 with a lift in it. Ha! You're small!
Please welcome Adhir Kalyan, everybody. Adhir Kalyan. Welcome, Adhir. Welcome back to the show. Now,
Thank you, Craig.
May I say how elegant you look this evening, actually? You look really
that's very nice of you, Craig, but it's just all Bob Barker stuff I had lying around.
That's not Barker stuff. This is Barker stuff. This is the kind of rat packy look, I think, actually. It looks very elegant, very kind of grown up. It's almost as if you drink a lot of martini.
I do.
This is kind of an intervention, you know that, right? CBS have asked me to talk to you about your copious alcohol intake, which is making Spade look like an amateur.
I had wondered why they were pushing me to come onto the show, and
this
now
is
I know
really
why.
not the show tonight. All these people are people that you have slept with and can't remember.
Well, look, let's just get through to the real core of the issue here. It's been a tough time for me this year in Hollywood. You know, and
why?
I'm really just struggling to cope with the success of Rules of Engagement. And
I wouldn't struggle too much with that. I mean, you're on CBS. I mean, how successful, seriously, is that?
That's right. Again,
It's not that successful, really, is it? No.
Again, not building me up. You're pushing
I'm
me
pushing
further
you down. Yes,
Yeah.
it's for your own good. I'm trying to break you. You see.
And broken I am.
All right,
broken.
there you are. Then how are you? Otherwise, are you all right?
I'm very well, actually. Perhaps too well.
Really? Oh, you mean you're high? I won't let this go for some reason. I don't know why.
No,
I've got a bug in my... And there you are. I don't know why. Are you well? Did you enjoy your summer? Did you have a nice time?
I had a really good time, actually. I worked a little, played a little. I took a road trip up the coast of California, which was
Did
really
you
nice.
really?
Yeah.
Convertible car? Girlfriend? Dog in the back? Waving at people?
Prius, alone, small bag of clothing.
Okay. Okay, that's another way to do it. That's absolutely a way to do it. And
So I really just got in the car and said I'm going to drive up the coast. No idea as to where I was going, where I was going to stay, and ended up stopping off at this place called the El Capitan State Beach.
oh,
And
yes.
I spent the afternoon there, and then, you know, toward the evening, went back up to the shop and bought a couple of bottles of water, and I get up to the counter, and the lady says to me, "Oh, so you're the guy everyone's been talking about."
Oh.
I say, "Oh, what do you mean exactly?" And she says, "Well, we heard today that there was an actor on the beach, and he was Indian, and that he was in comedy." And I said, "Oh, well, that's really nice." We ended up talking for 10 minutes or so, and found out a bit about her situation, and I told her about my trip. And then 10 minutes into the conversation, she says to me, "Yeah, so I heard you just finished doing the third Harold and Kumar."
Ah, that's Cal Penn you're talking about there, isn't it?
Indeed.
Yeah.
And usually I'm the person to say, "Look, I'm so sorry. I think you've mistaken me with someone else. I'm sure they'd be happy to know that you're a fan of theirs." But we were 10 minutes into the conversation.
It's too far.
much damage done. So I
Yeah.
said, "Yes, we just finished the third Harold and Kumar."
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's in fact, I think it's going to be the funniest of the three, and it's good to be back acting since my stint in the White House.
Yeah, good. So how is the new Harold and Kumar movie then? You think it's going to be good?
I mean, look, as far as stoner comedies go, I think it's going to be pretty memorable.
Yeah, my guess is it's going to be much like the first two Harold and Kumars. Because if you've got a winning formula like that, you don't want to mess with it.
Yes.
Right, good. How are you getting on with the Rules of Engagement show? Everybody treating you right over there?
I mean,
Where do you make that, by the way?
the Sony lot down Culver City way.
Culver City. It's nice down there in Culver
really
City.
is, it
Yeah,
really
it is.
is,
It's
yeah.
not bad. Do you know that's where they shot Gone with the Wind?
Yes, actually, as you're driving along sort of
In your
Culver
Prius.
Boulevard,
Yeah.
in the Prius,
Yeah.
they've sort of got like little sort of signs letting you kind of know
Yeah,
what
they
was
have them all
shot.
over LA.
They're all
So
over
you know
LA,
what
yeah.
street you're on. It's like they put the name of the street, and then oh, here it is. Here I am. It's La Brea, and
That's very good, Craig. There you go.
thanks, man. Fancy one?
Yeah, go on.
All right then.
So, tell me, Craig, I must ask, is this harmonica situation the result of like a failed CBS negotiation? You went in, you said, "I want a band like some of the other late night talk show hosts." They said,
You mean
There's
all of the other
all
late
of
night?
the-
All
yes.
of the other late night.
and they said, "Here's a harmonica, make your own music."
Well, when you say it like that, you are 100% accurate.
Yes.
Can you play? Do they play the mouth organ? And
In your bed.
Love it!
do they play the mouth organ in the third Harold and Kumar movie? Do they?
It's been cut out for editorial reasons.
All right then. Well, on you go then. Let's go. I'll join in. Give me that. You can't play the mouth organ, can you? That's that actor thing when they say, "No, you have to ride a horse in this movie," and you go, "Oh, I can ride a horse," but you can't, can you?
Do you really want the answer, Craig? Is that what you want right now? Do you want to get into fisticuffs and really discuss the harmonica issue? No, I can't, Craig. I can't play any instruments.
Wow, that was really good acting.
I know, thank you very much.
Man,
Thank you.
that was really. Here, let me just say to you.
Thank you.
2, 3, 4, $5 American for that little performance right there. And I think the James Lipton show can only be days away. So what are you going to do next then with your Prius trip? Are you going to take a journey into the American heartland, perhaps? Because you must be up to, like, you'll have used almost a gallon of gas going up to California Coast and back.
I think my next trip's likely to be back to South Africa, actually. I haven't seen the family in a while, so I might do that. I didn't get a chance to go
That's
back
a hell
for
of
the
a way to
World
go
Cup.
in a Prius, man. Yeah. It could be one of them super waterborne Priuses.
No, No, go on. I'm intrigued.
Oh, no, really, I get
Yes.
nothing. No.
So you're going to go back to South Africa?
Probably go back to South Africa, see the family over Christmas and New Year. That'd be nice.
That'd be
And,
nice.
yeah, and
Yeah,
then come back and get back into the show. And with a bit of fortune, there are a couple of films coming out next year. So
Really?
it'd be nice. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man, you must be raking in the dough.
Again, work for CBS. Raking is a strong word.
Right, it's a strong word. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But doing enough to pay the monthly rent, as it were.
Well, is that some kind of euphemism?
No, I think what I meant by that was actually paying the monthly
Actually
rent.
paying the rent. Okay. Well, that's good. It's nice to know some things are as they seem. It's
This is-
lovely to see you again.
It's really lovely to see you as well, actually.
We're
Craig.
completely out of time. Not as humans, just here. You know.
Okay, all right.
Hopefully, you and I have many more healthy
Yeah.
years ahead of us. But
Yeah.
you know,
I
wasn't like we're out of time. I am the reaper or anything like that.
I mean, that's...
I saw you look very alarmed there for a minute. I'm not death, is what I'm saying.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I was.
Or am I? That was what that look was.
I was genuinely concerned. There were a lot of goodbyes that I hadn't gotten in, but...
No, it's all right. No, it's fine. You'll be able to see your family at Christmas.
Good to hear it.
Good.
So that's that then.
Well,
isn't it?
that's it. It's
Well,
off to commercial break
Yeah.
land.
Well, this is an unplanned awkward pause. Nice work, Craig.
Yeah. They just kind of crept up on us. You can have this because your mouth's been on it. Anything else your mouth's been on that you want before you leave? Okay, then. We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. My next guest is the finest comedic actor of his generation, correct?
Maybe. No.
He's also shy. He's in Rules of Engagement on Monday nights at 8:30 on CBS. Take a look at this.
Well...
Adhir!
Mr. Ferguson.
It's lovely to see you again.
It's equally wonderful to see you.
I like your cardigan.
Thank you very much.
Very nice, and you've got a tie from some sort of Illuminatus club. What is that? Is that some kind of weird, we know the secret of things?
My goodness, I know the secret of nothing, let's be honest. This is just, it's a humble bumblebee. That's it.
Do you want to know a thing about bumblebees?
Go on.
Very recently, bumblebees, it was inexplicable how they flew. Physicists said, well, this is impossible. The weight to power ratio of this thing, it shouldn't fly. But it does fly, clearly. And then they found out it moves its little legs like that, and the little propellers, and they go up.
Well,
These, they're very big clouds.
that's a remarkable piece of information.
I made it up.
In recent times, I've heard, people say that this is not a show that is especially educational. And
What?
You know what? They're wrong.
They are wrong. Hey, your accent, even although you're a South African, it sounds a little bit like you spent a little time in London at some point.
Mr. Ferguson,
Yeah.
I did actually spend a bit of time in London.
You sound a little bit London to me.
But you also, Craig, you spent some time in London, didn't
Well,
you?
not a lot of people know that, but it's absolutely true. I did spend a little time in North London.
North London, that's where I spent some time too, Craig, North London.
North London? Which part of North London?
Finsbury Park.
Finsbury Park, very nice to have a music festival in Finsbury Park. Every summer I saw the Pogues up there. I'm amazed they're still alive.
Absolutely. Whereabouts in North London were you, Craig?
I was in Islington, just
Islington.
west of the ancient borough of Hackney.
Very nice, very nice. I used to stop by the old Angel Stadium over there. Angel Station over there, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh,
Well, you blew it there, man.
didn't know.
Right up to the American public was right with you until they all went, wait a minute, there's no stadium there. What the hell is he talking about? What is that? Did you develop that accent when you got there, or did you adapt into it to fit in?
I adapted it.
Were you getting bullied because you sounded South African?
That's
You're
right.
like, Struth. I can't do South African. What does it sound like?
No South Africans ever said Struth, just to be
Really?
clear.
Yeah, all right.
Just-
Well, what do they say then?
In South Africa, it's basically like Leonardo DiCaprio in Blood Diamond, really, which is like, how's it there, Machana? Everything's all right. You might want to shoot me a smoke over there, bro.
Didn't get any of that.
Didn't get it.
No. I've never been to South Africa. I hear it's a very beautiful country.
Beautiful part of the world.
You know, you have the same story as Gandhi. Gandhi was Indian descent from South Africa. You could probably change the world with your peaceful views.
Well, you've really set me up for failure at this point.
Or you could be on a sitcom with David Spade. It's up to you.
That's right.
The world is your oyster.
Really, yeah.
Look, you think if Gandhi, now, if somebody said, look, Gandhi, you can go back and we can free India from the British Empire, or you can be on a sitcom with David Spade, he'd be like, Spade's pretty funny.
That's true. That's true. And, you know, he might move his head a little
Maybe
like
like
this. And
That's a real thing, though.
that's a real thing, yeah.
Yeah, I think, isn't it? Because it's...
It's a real thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's... You know, I think it's rude to say no or something, and then it became like that. It became a thing, though.
It became a thing, yeah. Well,
Am I making that up, or is it true?
I don't know. I'm really still reeling from the fact that I could have shot for Gandhi, but ended up with David Spade. It's really
you
crippling
mustn't
me.
concern yourself about it. It's just one of these things that happens.
one of these
you know,
things.
I gave away a rubber duck to Zoe Deschanel tonight, and
Well, that was
I probably
really-
shouldn't have.
Well, would you like to talk about it? You seem a little...
I'm all right. I'll be fine. Are you in
was
therapy?
nice.
Are you in therapy?
No, I myself...
Well,
am
let's
not.
get you into therapy now. Why do you hate your mother?
I was going to say something, but then I realized there's a very real chance my mother might watch this, and now... And then she might think I actually do hate her, when, for the record, I don't.
This is denial. You're familiar with that.
But we are at the first stage.
We're at the first stage. You're absolutely right. So let's step back a little bit. When did you start touching yourself? I mean today. I'm sorry, this is terrible.
No, the thing is, the answer was 5 on both occasions.
Five, yeah.
Regardless, it was 5.
Oh,
5
so
years
it's
of
either
age
5 today
and 5
or
this
5
morning.
years old. Yeah.
So,
I can't believe you're clapping that.
you asked me a question. This is effectively a therapy session. I
Right.
thought I need to be honest.
Well, I think that's good. Therapy's only going to be of any use to you if you are
Exactly.
honest.
If I'm
Yeah.
lying to you, you can't help me.
Right, that's exactly so. All right, so how about those big weed cigars that you like to smoke?
I watched the segment with Zoe.
Yeah.
You're not doing this to me as well.
All right, no, I'm not.
That being said, just before I answer the actual question, because again, I feel like I should, how many immigration officials watch this show? Because I'm not a citizen here. I don't want to do anything that could get me kicked out of the country.
Well, since I became a citizen, I think very few immigration
Very few.
officials watch the show.
All right.
I think when I became a citizen, they went, dang, that one got away, let's move on. You know,
All right, fair enough. Well,
would you consider becoming a citizen?
I mean, if the country would have me, absolutely.
Oh, I think we'd have you. I think we'd be very happy to have you. Well, right.
That's very nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't really know if the crowd really wants to have me or if they just saw it as an opportunity to
Oh,
clap.
come on.
They saw a window to clap and they clapped.
Yeah, you might be right.
There you go.
You might be right. You have to get a tattoo as well. You don't have to. I just feel you should.
I watched your Super Bowl special
Yeah.
on the telly last night, and I actually for the first time saw the tattoo in its
this one?
entirety.
Oh, this one? Yeah,
It's pretty spectacular.
That's only one. I got 5 now.
5.
5 tattoos, yeah.
Wow.
You know why?
Go on.
I have to keep reminding myself that these don't own me. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough. Fair
And
enough.
so every now and again, I feel like I have to, you know, head off to a tattoo parlor or somewhere where I feel the people understand the freedom of the individual a little more.
So it's really a reminder
Yeah.
to you. All right. Well, I've got to be honest with you.
You have?
Because this is a therapy session,
Yes,
effectively.
absolutely.
So I'm a pathological liar.
Right.
All right. And so as a reminder, I needed to get a tattoo inscribed on my forehead.
Oh, look at that, you bad boy. Look at that.
Saying the truth is my light, because it clearly isn't.
But if you have it tattooed on you, and you say it, then perhaps it is. You're
Perhaps.
bluffing yourself. Too clever by half, young man.
Touché, good sir.
I bid you adieu.
So that's it then. This is the end of the segment. Because
Yes.
that's what a bid you adieu means. It means you're leaving, or I'm leaving.
We could both leave and let the skeleton wrap it up. Would you like to head off together?
Well, yes, that'd be lovely. I mean, you've...
All right, then.
Great. Terrific.
Well, there you are. I think that's rather nice.
We bid you adieu.